Right, good evening all. Welcome back to yet again another stream. We're back on CS. We're back on God forbid Birkenhans. It's the longest route I have that this company is relevant in. Max, have you just turned your fan on?
What?
If you just turned your fan on?
No.
That's something odd. Anyways, as you could guess, we're joined tonight by Max.
Hello?
And he's instantly decided to delete all your eardrums. Yeah, we're on TS, on Birkenhans, and we're reviewing the, I was going to say newly released. It released on Tuesday, but it's the Voyager pack. We didn't stream yesterday, which we would have done. My apologies, it's purely because I've been doing work experience this week, so I'm more focused on that. Yeah, so I was doing that up until Friday, which ended on Friday, so it's more say reflective mode that week, like towards the end of the week. So we didn't stream purely for that purpose. But tonight is, I'll say, the compensation stream for the fact that we didn't go live yesterday. So yeah, I was originally going to do, say, the manners, but no, we're not doing the manners. We're doing the Voyagers. Partially because I'm pretty sure Trains is expecting that. Since, well, number one, he was in the server earlier on, and I basically teased this. And number two, he was actually in the server when the pack released and said, "Was that Friday night stream?" Yes. Well, no, it's Saturday night stream, but we didn't stream last night, so technically he's not wrong. Anyways, let's go straight into the game. We are at Lara. Yay. Let's actually screenshot this, you Max, so you can see. I've been
Bro, I was too busy building a monster tower. Got about 5 cans just stacked up on top of each other.
Fair enough. This isn't picking up my mouse pointer, is it? Partially because I recorded another route learning yesterday. Was it? No, it wasn't. Last night I was messing around in West Somerset. It was on Thursday night then, wasn't it? You'll know what I'm talking about.
What?
I'm not going to spoil it, but you were there when I was doing the run in the manor, say, locally, weren't you?
Yeah.
I've actually got a route map in my bag now. I can say that the Royal Moat isn't at the far end of the line, it's closer to the main line. At least that's where it's recorded being. You're laughing, which concerns me. It means you've found something funny.
Well, no, I've just sent it in the general.
Oh god, what have you sent? Jesus Christ, you have a lot of Juice Monster, don't you?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, do I have a 6th can?
That thing's gonna tip. Reminiscing out on.
I'm surprised it's gotten that high.
Reminiscing out on Max's mic, you're about to hear crash. What did I say?
I purposefully did that and I got monster all over me.
Congratulations. Anyways, we have actually now run out of air. So on that note, key in.
That's because one of the monsters still had a bit in it, and that's great.
Let's turn the light on to markers. Engine shutdown. We'll turn up the clag factor. So if we want already on full, can't turn up any other factor. Let's ignore the other Voyagers. Just do a start from here. Sorry, I accidentally shifted into forward there. And now put it back to reverse. We now need to wait for the air to build up in the system. Let's make a
I'm
quick.
gonna grab some drink. I'll be right back.
Okay, it does genuinely speed up the process being in forward. I presume that's because we're revving higher. Okay, it's still building up about the same pace. So shift into reverse. Okay, we're here at Lara 221116, which I believe was the first of the Voyagers that needs to transfer over. It's basically in as transferred condition with its nameplate. City of Bangor, Buckner. One of the two. Actually, we can review technically 3 and 1 here, which is nice. We could technically review all of them here today. Literally most of them here at Lara right now. We won't do, say, all of them. We'll do one by one. So, start the Avanti one. We'll start with the liveries. So liveries what matter. We'll only be able to do the ones that say work in and around here. Starting with X Avanti cross-country branding. So we've got the lovely Avanti blue here. It's really quite nice. Looks a bit better than, say, the cross-country maroon there. Still, I'd argue that these two are slightly better than that. At least my initial thought that until I saw this in person. It's alright, we'll get to that in a minute. It's external. It does look really nice. Textures are high quality, I'd say. We have also got a revamp pack on, which I think's added a few little differences. We'll actually look and see. Do they have the rivets? Yes, they did. So these rivets aren't new. I don't believe they were on the JT one. It's really quite nice. You know that the little rivets are on the lights?
Yeah.
Quite a nice addition, isn't it? In the DP Voyager here. Does it quite nice. As well as upscaled light textures.
I mean, to be fair, some of the rivets are supposed to be black. Looking at photos, some rivets were black.
You can't see on the 220, so it might be a case of... Yeah, on the 220 they're painted.
Yeah, because they're meant to be painted on all of them, I'm pretty sure.
On some of them, I think you can see them. Sort of what's reflected here. So I don't believe the rivets were originally on there. Which is nice. Depth scale lights as well.
Yeah, even the Avanti ones are supposed to be painted black.
All of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that does look to be a little bit of an inaccuracy then. Some are visible, aren't they, on the cross-country ones? Some of the rivets are...
Even though they're supposed to be black, yes.
But at least some of them are visible.
Every single rivet is supposed to be black. Even cross-country ones.
This is why it's good to have you here, because you know a bit more than me, you're used to a bit more observant. The rivets looks nice and painted. Where they are 2D textures. It's a bit of paint, and there seems to be a bit jarring here. A little bit of a gap here, which looks to be an issue. The light curves in, but the body doesn't. So maybe a bit of the same issue here. Textures look like, say, very...
Actually, are the couplers right?
Apparently,
is it yellow on the first class end and normal on the other side?
This first percent, that is correct. This as well. Yeah. On standard end, yes, black coupler, so black electrical connection block on the standard end and yellow electrical connector on the first end. That's been done right.
Actually, when did I take asset photos for the Voyager that was stuck on platform 1? I don't know if that was at the start of the year or not.
Yeah, coupler looks... It's okay, looks a bit, say, low quality. Not the best in the world, to be honest. Looks alright.
Ah, there we go.
Light
Are there
tech,
waste tank lights on the cross-country one?
it should be on all of them. Nope. No waste tanks.
Damn.
Rather inaccurate, actually. This review has no structure already. No. Each vehicle on a Voyager has toilets. Hence the large gap here. Here, and here. It's all toilets. Apart from one vehicle, which is admittedly extra luggage space. But still, you should have around the destination here be a little waste indicator.
Wait, what? Between the carriages, where's the electricity wires? There's no cables.
Turn side. Yeah, I remember what you mean now. Yeah, they're not bad.
Did I take a photo of the gangway? Yes, I did.
Just remember there are
Is it
cables.
prevalent on the actual cross-country one?
Nope, missing.
Oh my god.
So there were 2 defects we found already. Oh, 3 defects.
What about data
actually.
stickers? Are there data stickers?
I couldn't find one, but then again, I couldn't find them on to the actual ones either.
They're in the gangways. They're next to the
yes.
gangways.
Also missing.
hold on. Are the vents next to that door also a 2D thing at the top?
Yeah.
How much did you pay for this pack?
11. I think.
11, so not too bad.
But then again, that was because I own the Meridian. If you own the Meridian, you get a discount on the Voyagers. If you
How much
don't,
is it standard?
15 on 5.
Oh my god.
You know what else I'm seeing it's missing? And if you've got photos of the gangway that might either prove my point or call me an idiot. Are the flashes inside?
What do you mean flashes?
HLE flashes.
I don't think I've actually got a photo of that.
Can't remember what they do if they don't.
I've only got the wire cables that have the 110 volt danger thing.
Well, they're on the inside as well.
Well, the sticker's actually on the actual cable sort of the cable blocks.
They're also missing. If we... Okay, we do actually have a couple.
There's no cables between the actual couplers as well. There's no cables. There's supposed to be cables between each carriage.
Not to mention, look down here at these bottom blocks. Look how low quality the live rail sticker is.
Wait, actually, here's another thing. Check the top of the couplers. Is there a 100? Well, no, a 410 volt danger.
What on the front?
The couplers on top. The couplers, Freddy. The front couplers.
I was on the right one then.
Look on top.
Oh, no, another missing thing.
Two missing things, because there's supposed to be two stickers up there.
I don't know if the flashes are on the Avanti ones. Hold on. Let me pull up an Avanti, or just any Voyager actually. So I've got all three here, all three liveries. Which is purely just I'll just put them all in anyway. And that's actually helpful.
I'm still yet to get proper reference photos for the refurbs.
I haven't really seen enough of them.
And the Avantis, really.
Ooh. Oh, there is something missing. Up here, next to the door here, literally right here. I believe there's a warning regarding the OHLE. Missing.
Let me have a look. I took a picture of that. Some of them have been wiped off. But yes, there is supposed to be one present.
And on the front as well, here.
On the front, I don't think I saw that. No, I don't.
I've sent
actually,
you...
yeah, on the black part of like the side bit of the windscreen, there's supposed to be.
Yeah. On both sides. They're both missing.
Yeah.
I knew when I looked at it, it was missing flashes. Knew they were missing flashes.
I want to have a look at the coupler hatch as well. How many pipes are there actually inside the coupler sort of area? Not a lot. That's all. I mean, some of them are there.
I'm noticing another defect as well. Well, not a defect, but another interesting.
Where's the radiator grate thing? Above the cup, like inside the actual compartment. There's supposed to be like a metal plate at the top.
Yes, that's true. Another thing I'm noticing as well, this part here, where the actual body like smooths into the coupler area, that is quite a smooth Bit of rounding as well.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
how sharp that is. It's quite a sharp move in. If you know what I mean.
And I'm just going to say the windscreen should be more indented, but then I am looking at a 220 instead of a 221.
We've got a 220 here actually.
So the windscreen's also wrong.
So I think there should be a bit more angle on this panel here, shouldn't there?
Yeah.
The jets, that should be more angled.
And also on the standard cross-country one, is there any like old Virgin badge to sort of reminiscent?
Yes. Yes.
At least they got one thing.
I think people would have been spitting up if they want that there. The condition we've got as well is the revised front skirts. So the numbers are here as opposed to down here. You also have the tilting message. So the letters are okay quality. The logo doesn't have, say, amazing quality.
What else was I took a picture of?
So one thing I'm noticing as well, the dirt level looks very clean, doesn't it?
Well, to be fair, we have seen quite a few clean Voyagers recently.
Yeah, but most of them, this bottom skirt is extremely dirty. The photo I'm looking at here, which is actually from...
As a matter of fact, I did, when I first saw 033, I did take a few reference shots, so I wonder if any defects will be shown then.
I think night shoot photos. That's not relevant.
So on the refurb, is there an OHLE sticker on the front splitter
Splitter?
on the side? Yeah, the bottom part of the front, like sort of on the side.
No.
No, there ain't. Right.
The,
I was going to say that panel on the bottom side of the X, that's not indented. It's supposed to be smooth. And the footstep is also supposed to be yellow.
Yeah. Also on the cross-country ones, just below here should be also be yellow mark.
There should also be a warning on the sort of the yellow step to get into the carriage as well.
The step is yellow, but
On the refurb.
Oh. We do a bit
It's
of
like
yellow
the little...
step.
Should be on the first car. The little yellow step next to the blue door. There should be a warning marker there. And then the sort of emergency hammer thing, that's supposed to have a blue cover instead of green. Don't know why it's blue.
Oh. Hello, hammer.
Oh, and OHLE stickers above the cab door, actually on the roof. Above the OHLE line. Also on the refurb. I'm looking at refurbs now.
Okay.
Not there either. It's in the wrong place.
This is where it's meant to be on.
Actually, no, never mind. Never mind. It is in the right place. There's two different sets of stickers. There's also cameras in the blinds now.
Hmm?
There's cameras in the blinds. In the cab. There's no camera. Right, that's an issue.
If it had like full camera systems now. It's one thing the refurb's bought. If
I've not got assets on the carriages whatsoever, so...
I have a few of the coaches, I believe. Hold on. Not so amazing, but Ooh. I can instantly pick something out of the doors, potentially. Yes, this sticker here. Actually,
Oh yeah, I've got that sticker as well.
Well,
That's
actually,
supposed to be different.
go to the right end. Here we should have a disabled sticker. And 2 different stickers here. Not... I can't even read that. But that's from the old Voyagers. It's not on the current ones.
Also note the lack of wires and everything still. But then it's just a reskin.
We'll go back onto the... Go back onto the Avanti quickly. Because we do actually have the right bolts in now. White text on a black background. Which is correct for the LED displays, isn't it? So it's since been fitted to the likes of normal Voyagers as well. All the Avantis have this, which is a nice addition to the pack. A nice addition to the pack. It's also on all refurbs as well, which indeed is correct. But on the cross-country Voyagers, it is not. It's not represented on the normal unrefurbed liveried ones, even though it's slowly become more prevalent in that.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of an issue. But one of the what do you call it? The visual improvement pack. What has this changed? Okay,
I'm just going to say we've spent the past 25 minutes nitpicking stuff.
Okay, so I found out this is the one without the visual improvement patch. Because it's got bogey differences. They're completely different. So, yeah. We still have the inclusion and sort of the, I wouldn't say upholstery, but the sort of modernisation of the original destination boards. So it's just quite nice. It's got nice. Oh, it's got some nice like scuffing. But I do still stand by the fact that they look way too clean on the sides, especially the unrefurb ones. This bottom skirt down here is usually absolutely filthy.
They should have really done like clean and weathered versions.
Yeah, there's only the one weathering variant, so hopefully someone in the community is able to update that with time to make it look a bit more like this is a cross-country unit. Yeah, the livery colours though, they do look quite accurate, don't they?
Yeah.
It's only been, say, updated in many ways. It does have 4-car variants for the Voyager, or for the 221, which applies to, I'll say, 5, maybe 6 units in real life. So mostly 221s are 5 cars, and all 220s are 4 cars. But yeah, there's also, we'll actually just hop into our Avanti one for this. For the refurbs, they've not done, say, proper interiors. They've just retextured interiors. But I'd still argue this seat maquette is still the same seat shape for the Avanti ones, which has definitely played into AP's advantage here. It's just had the maquette pasted on. But I'd still argue it's accurate. Not say the most accurate in the world, but good enough. Anyways, right. We need to get moving. let's set the roots. Going to paint and to begin with. We're going from there, but we're doing it empty. Like, I can't remember what head code it is. Let me pull that up. It does this on Sundays, I believe. Oh, Max, interesting one tonight. Hang on, have a look in. Is there anything West region issues about Exeter tonight?
Not that I saw.
Because there's trains delayed and cancelled due to disorders.
2 Tango 3-4 incident at Poleslow.
That might be it. Okay, why have they changed the timetable now? There's no empty to paint then. Cross country, but there always used to be. You're just powering up now. It's on initial power up. It didn't sound too bad, did it?
No.
Then again, I have already praised the Meridian for its decent sound set.
Oh my days. 43299 lives.
Has it been bought?
No, it's still at peak rail. I thought it was taken ages ago.
Is it still got parts on it?
It has everything still on it. No AC unit, presumably. Or like intercooler unit.
Still needs to be stripped then. That's
But the whole thing's still there. It's still got doors, it's still got panels, it's got everything. And it's in a siding at Rollesley.
It's still going on for now then, at least.
I know 290's in absolute shambles at Colwick. But 299, that's interesting. I'll send that to you.
Please do. It really doesn't sound bad on power up, does it? I think engine audio is probably one of the things.
Apparently it's not for scrap anymore. It's for storage.
Right, Network Rail changed their mind.
I'm guessing they've looked at it and they thought, nah, this is too good to scrap, and they've just chucked it at Heritage Rail and be like, here, store this for us.
Unless it's storage ahead of parts recovery. Oscar, good evening. How you doing? On this fine Saturday evening. Oh, we still interested.
Dunno.
I don't know if we are.
Oh yeah, Freddie, there's some hope in Australia.
I don't know if
'Cause
XPTs.
there's an XPT that's still wearing its original livery.
Hmm.
Actually, no, as a matter of fact, it's been newly painted into original livery.
Curious one.
So you get all this info because I'm on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. And on the 142. Yeah, not bad, just Oscar.
I'm like, all I see in this HT group now is just ScotRail stuff. Because obviously there's no HTs anywhere else.
Apart from that growl
And a few NMTs, Romex, few old files of everything. Heritage stuff.
Also, Oscar, sorry.
43056 at Gwilly looks a bit worse for wear.
Sorry I didn't join the call earlier on. I was out. Been out pretty much all evening. Sorry I didn't join the call earlier on. Sorry, go back to HG's worst of wear. None of Coalises seem to be doing particularly well, do they?
No, I'm like... The cross-country ones have been here, there and everywhere, but only as light. They've not been on actual stuff recently. Same for 014, that's just disappeared again.
Oh, Oscar, you'll be able to tell us this. Is it on for
I'm pretty sure it's still at Leicester.
So I wonder if you'll be able to confirm that for us. Is it at Leicester still? Just checking. One thing I will just quickly mention about this, these run sounds, they've been recycled a lot of times. I know that because I've heard these ones on the IETs. And I think actually on the Electrostars. I don't know if the run sounds are similar. It might be. I know it's the exact same running sounds. Someone else I was going to mention earlier on. So TMS still doesn't work. But usually when you start up the train, or especially from cold, you have to press TMS level 3 fault reset button. You have to check 2 or 3 times after the train has been started up. If the TMS doesn't work, that feature is out. I don't think you can click any of these 4 buttons here. Can't press a couple button. It's a bit of a shame.
There's a mainline Mark 1 BSK now.
Who's that with? West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're BSKs. They're planning to bring them back again now. They're on a route. Because now, if no one's aware, they've been fitting CDL now for I think about a year. So West Coast obviously had their Mark 1s pulled for non-compliance, i.e. no CDL, and not even an attempt to try fit it. Since then, the MD, or he's the owner of the company, David Smith, has been quite proactive in fitting it. There have been, when last I checked, 3 that have now received CDL. So, one of the reasons why the ORR, Officer Road and Road, originally said to West Coast to stop using them was because there was no clear plan of trying to fit it. But now there is. They've gone back to the ORR and said, can we start getting the Mark 1s back on? We're showing, we're proactive, we're starting to fit CDL to Mark 1s. We are doing it. So can we bring back our Mark 1s to our services? Because, well, if you haven't seen companies like VT and so the VSOE, they don't have CDL. That's because they have, say, a game plan in order to fit it. So you've got an exemption. Oh, it's still there. That's interesting. Looks really worse square now, doesn't it? It looks so bad. Oh, it was only today as well. So it's actually still there. It is raining quite hard now, isn't it? My god. I can hear it. But my PC has the audacity to tell me that it's clear. That rain is starting soon. I can hear that. Go quickly even have a look. Yep. Chucking it down. Yeah, hello, Max. Oscar said, unless Owen falls on the LMT, doesn't reckon it's still at Leicester. Have a look at Leicester LIP. Oh, 68018. It's gone to Wembley today. Monday to Leicester. 028. RG. Oh, Pancras to LIP. The NMT's been out and about. Yeah, the horn. If we're going to talk about sounds, we need to talk about the horn. Not really, is it, Max? I think you'll agree with me there, won't you?
Yeah.
It's not, say, If we talk about not the best, EMR's had an absolute mare yesterday. Where was that? Apparently, today, national grid power failure. So have you heard anything about that?
Nope.
Apparently the grid's gone down around Nottingham. See the whole thing. Have you heard anything about Oscar? Seemingly trains becoming delayed. I'll gain 5 minutes from Kettering to MHR. 19 to 24. Half an hour late by Leicester. Cancelled at Chesterfield. Citing national grid power failure. Done it to Nottingham earlier on as well. Cancelled at Pancras. Problem with the train. No. Joseph's Corby. Grid failure. Sheffield. Grid failure. Cancelled Luton. 55 late. Went over Lee Grove. 3 early. I feel bad for them people who got stuck at Luton. It was a big power failure. So remember Frankie mentioning 007 dying. Power outage south of Luton and north of Chesterfield. My God. You've had a bit of a day, haven't you? One thing I noticed as well, you don't seem to have a lot of issues with, say, like power around there. This isn't the first time, is it? You had OLE issues as well, I believe. Before. I expect to have 2 in one day. I want to say mainline, no doubt. Oh. Yeah, it was so low anyway. Yeah, what have we had today? We had someone at Gloucester go absolutely spare. 1 Alpha 39, past Comets and Earth, because the passenger was in the wrong coach. I've never heard that before. Yep, someone pulled the Pascom, the top nurse, because they want to get off at St Earth. They're in the wrong coach. Or, yeah. 2 Tango 3 4 instant pulse low. That might be what the instant markers disorder means. Oh well. Seems like both of our readings had an amazing day. Seagull audio. Stereo audio don't sound too bad actually. On this. Sounds quite quiet for the interior. Inspirations off this morning. Going back to going back up north. Let's go to Long Marston tomorrow. Nuki to Long Marston, and then I suppose it's still going onwards. Where's it off to next? Here we are. So it's off to Swansea next. Expect to wait in June. Off to Swansea over the 26th. So last day of inspiration was today at Newquay. I suppose going to Long Marston before Swansea on the 26th. It was Swansea to Stockport, then Skegness, then 3 stations on the ELR, then Blackpool, Dereham and Wigmondham. I don't know if that's how you say it, but on the in Norfolk. Then going to Severn Valley, East Somerset, Hull, Weirdo, and then Scarborough. So then it's got a very busy next 2 months, pretty much. Well, still not about 3 months anymore, is it? It's literally next 2 months. The rest of April, May, and then there's still 3 months. 2.5. Well, I'm confusing myself now. Yeah, 2 months, I think. You're fully booked for Swansea. Swansea's fully booked. Stockport isn't. Skegness. Walthamstow on the LR. Basically, nothing's fully booked apart from Swansea and Newquay, but Newquay's finished now. You got Rawtenstall, Bury Bolton Street, Haywood, Blackwell North, Dereham, Wymondham Abbey. Then just SVR, ELR, Hull, Weardale and Scarborough. Track joints sound pretty alright. I don't think we are. This track's a bit super elevated anyway.
Are you derailed or something? Because you're not even on the track.
I am.
Didn't look like your front flange was on there.
It's a bit of a bug. It just looks like it sits higher than the main track. We've got GSMR and NRN. It's still the simplified version.
So none of them work. Typical.
Card buzzer works, but you can't press it. You have to actually press C. And it's tried unlocking the doors. It now won't let me say lock them and keep going. It's going to insist on going to a halt. Might be accurate. Just gonna have a look at the bits and bobs. Bits and bobs. What hill start? Door power illuminator. Door power illuminator. Oh, does it mean door enable things? So only the door locked. Indicators are visible. Now that's big. AI trains accelerate. That's a bug. Gotta proceed. Shouldn't be giving me cautionary. That's my fault. It's nothing to do with the train. Yeah, there's manual. AI trains accelerate at a more realistic rate. Because I don't know if anyone's watched a KTV train spot or KTV videos. Like train sim video. Because obviously over COVID you couldn't really like say go out anywhere. So you had virtual train spotting. But say at Newton, the JT one. So I believe it's JT one. From a stand there and just rock it off. And again. Hotel 5604, you've never had an issue before. Yeah, the old JT Voyager. You just rock off from a stand. I think it was gone. Let's put some braking with speed in. Also, Avanti West Coast variants have a more modern close alarm, which is accurate. You do have newer PRM alarms when compared to their cross-country variants. And it seems that the cross-country ones as well, the refurbs, don't have modern close alarms, which is accurate. I don't know why. I don't know about opening non-Avanti ones. I suppose we're about to find out though, aren't we? When we get to... Should we open the doors at Newton? Should we just go to Paint and do it there? Barry's a bit steep. 145. We should drive the Manor tonight. Because Manor would probably smoke this. Because I don't know how I did it, right? The 1 in 80, right? I could be in steam and I'll just die halfway up it. On the Westminster Railway with Elstoke Manor, my favourite manor, on the footplate a bit twice. It was Somerset in one day. Amazing. Yeah, so doing 1 in 80, load 7. 7 mark 1 to tow. This is quite dangerous out there. Remove that signal, I'm pretty sure. Don't you know what's still there? Exactly what's going to be. Hold me at danger. Insta on us. Does it fix itself? Let's give me single yellow throw. Okay. Can you please give me the route out, please? Echo 3. Or am I going to have to put into Totnes at 0 miles per hour? Please give me the route though. From Echo 1. Didn't usually do that. Basic in zone. I know from the platform it could be a bit temperamental. Usually on through it'd be alright. So would you say it's a reasonable assumption that Voyagers as like an actual train, they're not the most liked, are they? As an actual train themselves. Would you say it's a fair assumption?
I can't even hear you. I'm racing on Le Mans at the minute. Would you say?
Would you say it's safe to say Voyagers aren't the most loved trains in the world?
No.
I think partially some of that is down to country themselves. They're not known for giving a great deal of capacity, are they? Let's be honest. Hey, proceed. Mint. It was completely alien. It's running a Voyager through .NAS on the throw at 60. Usually they're not on the throws. Usually they're mostly sat. Usually sat always stopped at .NAS. I've actually been on a service that skipped .NAS. Yeah, pass .NAS website. Root SDR. Been in more times I can count this week. It's all a bit of fun, isn't it? It's one about 55, I think. Yeah. I want to go full power then. So let's use this one in 904 to get me down to 55. 178. 300 mana right now. I'd smoke this. No worries. Doing West Somerset the other night in the manor. Dimmore. Not Dimmore. Oh, Stoke. Where are we getting Dimmore Manor from? Is that another one of WSL's manors, Matt?
No, that's the one that visited Southampton Railway. Seven 820.
I didn't know that. Do you know where that's from?
What?
Do you know where that's from?
I'm not actually sure. It's in for overhaul now, which is why you don't hear much of it.
Speaking of overhauls, anyone wishing to travel on the 55 at SDR 5526, that is, Prairie, last year to do it before it runs out of ticket. Just if anyone's curious. Yeah. Also, something else I can say publicly. The 14, aka what was called Bolivar, that's coming on quite well, isn't it? Awkward silence.
What?
1420 is coming on quite well, isn't it?
Well, to be honest, I've not really heard much about it.
I've poked been to the workshop a few times this week. This cab section's still at the front near the doors. It also got like a roof off a diesel. I won't say what company it might be from. I'm not allowed to talk about that. I'll just message it to you, Max. Very interesting if it's what I think it is. Because they're meant to be winding them down. From service. If it is what I think it is. This might take me a minute to get the photo. I'm pretty sure I've got a fair bit. Pause it here a second because I want to get a screenshot from that road bit there. But yeah, it's the only one I can think that it is. Because obviously this company got contract work. It might be. That's a good point. They've still got the roof on there, haven't they? Oh, unless it is contract work though. Okay. So it doesn't look like an insert company name 37 roof, does it?
What are you on about?
It's been nearly an hour and 20 now. We've not even got to Newton yet. Reverse to painting. About to peek at the top of painting. Acceleration looks quite strong though. So 138, steepest to get some banks. Oh, no, so it goes to 136. It's just on the other side. Opposite accelerator. This stream feels a bit unorganised, doesn't it? We can't throw first together. Oh, something's emergency now. Doesn't release. Sam, good evening. How are you doing? How art thou? I'm alright, Sam. It's had a bit of a busy week. But yeah. All over now. On to the weekend and then another week off. Yeah, it's alright, Sam. It's not the best. Because we've already spotted a few inaccuracies, haven't we?
Yeah.
A little bit with livery. A few with the modelling as well. And a good few with, say, functionality and things. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to this pack. Well, Sam, I'd argue that's negligible. Yes, in some places it's a damn sight better. But in other places, some features have been lost. Which equally isn't amazing. Right, where am I reversing Newton? 1 or 3? Screw it, put that one reverse. That one reverse, go plat. Oh, go up to paint now. Yeah, I'd argue there's some corners cut in this as well. It is, yeah. HT was really quite good. Quite enjoyed that. I'd argue with them. It was more like the first gen Sundals, or the electric Sundals. First gen EMU. They were done very well with the 411, 412. It's definitely up to them standards. Maybe even with some of the actual diesels they've done as well. Say, like 1537. This pack just doesn't live up to that in many ways. You know, you've not got TMS. When you start up, you don't have to press level 3 fault. We had that with the JT one. We don't have that now. It's a bit of a shame, really. Roll into Newton. Place of Wonder. Just kidding, it's a dump. I suppose you'll agree with me in saying that as well. It was a dump, isn't it? Stop anyway. Brake sounds okay. Not amazing. I've also equally had worse. Giving you off indicator. Both sides keep going. I'm not disallowed the road. Let's go onwards. Day headlights. Right, the passenger boundary. BCS anyway, it don't really matter. And we're just gonna go. I need to put a new fence across here. I remember now I took this bit out. Actually, yeah, the access point in. Let's go over that. It's quite a nimble unit, this is. Quite speedy. I thought drive changing positions based on what cab I'm driving from. With 45. Thank you much, Lee. It's been a bit of minimal break. Off for a minute. The track upgrades along there a few weeks ago. Cramp deep. So very marathon too aggressive on the brakes. I was late to brake though. Only just made it. Dragon's Tour. Game's not very happy tonight. It's very stuttery. It's not usually like this. Wow, it's way more stuttery than usual. It's way more stuttery than it usually is. We'll couple on to Voyager at painting. It's 220. Cross country's only, say, proper named one, which is 009 Hexion. It has got a proper cast plate on it. There's not really a lot of news to go around today, is there? What railway news is to go over? Why has he just decided that yes? He's slamming a throttle into emergency. I mean, no one wants to go into an IET. on TPWS already. Done throw speed. Papa November 3. It will be starting signal Papa November 4. When we get moving, if we do. I might be out of 10 tomorrow, I've no idea. I usually go a couple of trains at painting, but especially Voyagers. Send 9s to painting. Probably only barely fit. The GWR pretty much only sent 9s down here. Well, that's good CCTV here. Right, so we're going to pad. First got to loop around and all that. So just Bristol probably. So only open the doors on my unit. Bristol Temple M. All doors are open. I'll get two from the guard. We're doing that again. From that platform, we'll wait for the guard. If that platform, there we go. That's cool. So it does actually have the procedure, which you do actually have to close the doors. Get two buses from the guard. It's cool. Get. There we go. Close one. That's cool. So in DOO, you'll get the two to close the doors. Let's get 1, 2 from the guard. Oh, doors are locked and ongoing, so a bit late to give me to unbuzzer, isn't it? Show 009 on send. Hold up. 009? I saw its plate earlier. I saw Hixian's plate earlier on. I don't see it. That's an accuracy max, isn't it? Missing plate.
What?
It was named earlier on. No plate here saying Hixian. I now don't see Hixian. Okay, that's a considerable bug. Not to mention, in the first class area, for the doors, I should have a sticker saying "Welcome to," and then the first class logo. That's missing. The interior is pretty accurate. These handles should be different colours, but then again, they're both red seats. I'd also say the seats are the wrong shape, slightly, but wouldn't particularly say
I'll be right back.
that. 5 to midnight again. Right. Hold here for a minute while we do. While I prep the midnight announcement. But yeah. As for videos, I want to get one out this week. Or this week coming. It has to be. If anything, just one today. Just something. So channel's pretty much on stop now. Just absolutely nothing out. I'm going to try get videos back. Because I'm not editing for so long. Motivation's not there anymore. See how many more info cards I have to do. For this. I hope I've done all these. 4, 5. I might do. But yeah. I'll tell you what. this video. None. Okay. I might do. If it is only 3 info cards, then I might genuinely just do them now. Export them and get the videos exported off a phone. And then I'll finish this at Newton probably. Not the best place to end it, but please recognise. Yes. The mic works. You know what? Screw it. Let's make the cards now. I do not care, Microsoft. I genuinely do not care. Right. What do I need? Friday the what? Friday the 3rd. Right, fine. Give me that. And then also, I got Polish from, didn't I? 356. 2 Charlie 2 3 2. I need to do the Botanic. Right, fine. We'll do these now. So I've got a reason to actually edit. Got all the other ones done. The clay's done already. And should be already exported. There's a drink out as well. Right. Well, I have to dilly-dallying. Still 2 weeks old at this point. I really don't know if anyone cares about this. Right. Reading to Paynton. And it was the other way. Makes it really smart, doesn't it? Right. There's that. Time through Newton. 1416, back on time. OT. Change that. Green. Light green. Duplicate it. Change it to 1018. Change into Westbury. Signal. Whiskey 213. Via every single lamppost. Now we'll change the power cost around to 57. On time to Newton. Was going to be early, but the second law was just. Oh, I don't know. Signal was just dilly-dallying around. That's the one way to put it. Right, that's done. That's not done. Oh, it doesn't matter now, to be fair. Will that be? Seven clips. This is one Charlie 2. Cents. Just that. Sold by 744 and 748. Again, I'm going to look an idiot if it's wrong. 648. Whee! That was a guess. That one blue. Because it is. M21, mark it as 4 minutes late. Add another page. Find me a GWR card. That will do. Is there a better one? That'll do. Charlie 32 Access and David Spence. 802017. 1556. 2 minutes late. Change red to orange. done. Don't download that because it's got background that the editor will like. Same thing here. Rest are fine. Fine. Download. Bring that back up. Move that over there. Unpause the game. Let's get going. And I forgot to send them that announcement. Remember, I've got 9 on now. 9, not 4, not 5. Not even 8. Remember, it's 9. Destinations here. Perfectly correct. Be nice if they added another layer of this though. Let's see next stop. But it does say below the next stop, which not in the next stop, that's fair enough. It's fine. I don't really care about that. But below it, it says seats. No seats. Blah 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 blah. This end. Nice about that. I'm annoyed at the issue of the names. Because well, 116's got it, which was accurate. A bit annoyed 009 doesn't have it. Because it did and still does have that name. Please stop. Stop basing the signal. So there, it's a bogey roll, which is accurate. As you'll know from the Meridian review. Bogey roll is completely accurate. There's that track joint sound. Obviously the Voyagers, or the bogies on the 220s and the 221s are different. 221s have better suspension and things, whereas the 220s are a bit rattly. But I don't know about that. I love the difference in sound. It's not like a combined sound. And this as well. I don't hear a huge rattling from the 221 because I wouldn't. Mine doesn't rattle. Whereas 220 I've got stuck on the back, 009 will rattle. Oh Storm, good evening, how you doing? Or good morning I should say. It's not the evening anymore. We're quarter past midnight. Sunday morning. And I want to be actually doing something by 10 tomorrow. But no. Enough for lying. Yeah, enough for lying today. I don't know if it's these Voyagers that are doing it. My game is like way more unstable now. Bro, sped all the way through. Then what's it there? Maybe not, I don't know. Look, little stream preview. Towards the end, yeah, we were bombing it through. Yeah, anyways. So apparently the 221 accelerates slower when compared to the 220 got on the back. And that's because naturally they're heavier. So make sure I was hitting equipment things. '91's been vandalised. I've seen a 225 get what's it called? Get tagged. Apparently yesterday, one Lima 28 had a query on maybe being on fire. Run. I think 2 Echo 57 had issues as well. So look at this one. One Lima 28. Cancelled and over. Train was defective. Oh wow, 4 different units. You mad? So max the BSO could take then. So not BSO. BSI. Could take 4 units. DSD, I'm not in the mood. So the 1 2 Echo 5 7 got cancelled. trim defective. It's a 450. That failed. Cancelled at 10. Oh, and I've done it again. Only car left to Swansea, completely lost. All signalling. All flats gone to Holyhead. Go for a spin on the lathe. Wonder, or 1 Delta 08. 1 Delta 08 issue at MHL this morning. That was 007. Oscar's already mentioned that. Did he mention it? Yeah, he did mention it. And then major signalling issue, Luton area, house plate gone. Road given. Sent back into P3. Would cancel, but might. And if I cancel, I'll go on towards Exeter. Way too hot on the brakes. Please tell me 1, 2, 5 mic, 4, 5.45 goes to Manchester Piccadilly. It's not Bristol then. Got that bit wrong. So like, this goes to the IC as well. I don't know that the power is now say like 3-step. You can clearly see there's an accurate like numbered steps here. So for example, I've got notch 1, 2, 3, and 4. In the IoT, 1, 2, 3, 4. But in game, both of them are like, I suppose you could say like free verse. But they're bright with their throttles are completely free. You can set them to whatever percentage you want. Which does annoy me. Won't I? I'm at 50% power now. Which should be the equivalent of notch 2. Should be on notch 2 now. That's notch 3. So type find way to find her. And that's notch 4. Just gonna have to guess where to put the power. 23 there, so that's pretty much notch 1. The run sounds the same. That's an issue. The track joints are different. The correct different. Set of bogey vibration. It's right. Something that isn't right is what should we call it? Something that isn't right. It's that they both have the same run sounds. As even the same run sounds on them is bad enough. Because just tell by the bogies, they're not going to run the same. There is going to be differences. And it wouldn't be such an issue if I hadn't heard them same run sounds. You know, if I hadn't have heard the exact same run sounds in a few packs, say at least. The IET pack, originally the Electrostar pack, it's the same running sounds. Which Max, if you're there, I think even you were saying this pack seems rushed. And I do see what you mean. This doesn't seem, amazing, It's good, it's an upgrade on what we had. We've lost features. We've lost the TMS. So I brought up with the Voyager. I brought up with Meridian. Our TMS didn't work. That's a feature we've lost. And now I've noticed it with the TMS level 3 reset. That's gone. Another big thing that's gone. So it's really quite obvious. This road over here, my god. Not the best I've ever seen. Don't really scream timber. This road down here. A little gate in here. Here you've got a workshop, I think. Here you've got workshops. Weybridge here. And here you're tucked in, like, right to the buildings. But you're about at here. Square parking. Maybe a two-way here. Just hug the line. Buildings come up to about here. This route isn't entirely accurate. It's actually 3D. It's nice. There's no bushes here. It's parking. Sure. This pack has a lot of issues. found there's a considerable amount of defects as well. You're missing OLE stickers. No HLE. Cross-country ones. Where are they? They just don't exist. But yeah, I think this pack's good. Equally, it needs improvement. I like the implementation of the guard sequence. Equally, this pack does have features. Gone for 75, and I've hit once. Oh, that's 175. Oh, not over 100. I think just about wins all rounds for the 60. So I think if we're going to talk about issues as pack as well, weathering, it'd be nice to have weathering steps on it. You know, because some Voyagers, especially cross country, they're just rancid. Sometimes at the best of times. Right, where am I at stop as well? Timoth Dorish, oh my god. Just fell one of them already. Inclusion of the names is correct. Still, that's not on 009. Bugs me. In the preview, 009 was named Pixian. And it's actually got IRL. Scenario. Fully denamed Voyager. I didn't set for it to be denamed either. So that's, I'd argue, quite a significant error in names. Recycling of run sounds. It's not a great look, is it? To recycle run sounds that have already been recycled for many different packs. The marker we're going to put on. Not quite, that's fine. What was spelling on the platform? It will be open as well, yeah. It's a good place to end off this one. I might put it forward to Warren. Just dump it Warren. Say it didn't explode or something. Put it on the platform on the side. Signal's out. And now we get me on the phone to the signalman. Which should be exit PSP. So exit PSP. This is train 1 mic 49. 45, sorry. Sending it signal. Oh, just past signal echo 19. Reporting that the signal has failed. Watching proceed. It's changed. And the signal went out. And I'm at half coach in front of the signal. I know what. Let's keep going. What's echo? Echo 5. Just let me in. Just back into Warren. And that'll be that. Not far from Exeter, but I want to see if I can get a video out. needs to happen sooner rather than later. As well, this is all red roof. Not all red roofs in real life. Ones are cleaner. Terminate here. So we're waiting recovery. So we're done on 2+7 as well, pretty much. That'd be good if we were in an HSC. Right, we're going to end that off there. It's nearly 1 AM. Mute that. So it needs the outro music here. We've only done 55 miles. Lara to Newton, Newton to Plymouth. No, for God's sake. Lara to Newton, Newton to Payton, Payton to Dawlish Warren. 55 miles, which is 89 kilometres. Overall, it's an alright pack, I'll be honest. I've seen better, I'll be honest. But there are worse packs. It's missing a lot of features from, TMS or TMS rate controls. It's missing. It's got the most accurate horn in the world. You just have the Meridian as well. But it'll do. It's got recycled run sounds, which I've heard in so many other trains. This is nowhere near so kind of train. Passenger views are alright, but I know from the refurb's just retextured. Not really an attempt at reconstructing the interior. Slight issue. Exterior wise, we're missing flashes, missing cables, warning labels. Weathering, just too clean. Cross country is just way too clean. So it'd have been nice to have weathering stages. But hopefully the community can get around to that. Fix that. Bring the Voyager back to the standards it deserves. Because to be fair, that pack is, it's good, but it could be better. It's in many places. I love the Love the guard sequence. That's nice. TSS, never really got to use. Hill start, couldn't really get that to work. Livery's still there. This is only very brief. Look over. Maybe eventually we'll do, Virgin, actual Avanti livery, and the Grand Central livery. Tilt's been upgraded. It's called starter feature, which we could have used, but we didn't. Sounds are okay. Some could be a bit better. Door alarm. It's quite nice. If anything, it was just a refresh that also removed some features that were otherwise, quite nice to have. So you've now got simplified GSMR and NRN again. It'd be nice if this wasn't, It'd be nice if we did get full functionality again. We got it with HSTs, which is nice, but everything since then has been simplified. It'd be nice to have that functionality back. Say if there were ever to be a 59 or 180, it'd be nice to bring it back, Like in some cases, like after the HSTs, wasn't really possible because the person who was doing the cabs, it was taken a while to implement them all in. But it'd just be nice to have it. I hope if, Macs ever get upgraded, they're upgraded still with that feature. Even though, having this kind of GSMR limits functionality, even if it was added to a few packs, the IET, still be good. Not the 700 things. Anyways. Honestly, I don't know at this point. That's not my will then. Yeah, I don't know anymore. But yeah, next stream 351. At this point, I don't even know what I'll do. Probably something to do with the mana. Probably a mess on my set. I'm just aware it's 25 max. It will take ages to do a full run. You know, a round trip about 25 minutes layover. That takes approximately 3 hours. So it'd be good for a stream, but it'd be a bit boring. So we do it basically 30 miles. I don't know, probably about 50. But we're doing all at 25. Be interested to see whether I can probably drive a kettle. Like I said, I was having an amazing time the other night with Old Stoke and got it running quite well. You have a decent load on. But at this point, I don't even know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what tomorrow's got for me yet. Absolutely clueless. So, yeah. Anyways, I've done info cards. I'll see if I can get a video done. Though just don't know what I hope. Try my best, but anyway, you also need to remember I haven't made a video in nearly 4 months now. A bit rusty on the front anyway. Where is my cable? Do I even have my cable to hand? Yes, because I think it's slung on the floor. Yep. Yeah, for this year's probably be the worst this channel. Cold weather, really? 8 degrees. Feels like -5. You joking? Feels like -5 outside. Can't be right. 3 degrees tonight. Well, later on tonight. So now into Sunday. Moment it's 8 degrees. We'll get down 3 tonight as well. Yeah, anyways. I should stop talking, I think. Right. Actually, let me just plug this in. Right. Meant to be up at 10 as well. That's going to go well, isn't it? They could go extremely well. It's really not going to go well. my first actual video of the year. First actual train spotting video 2026. It's not a good thing. It really isn't a good thing. And finally, I might be able to use the intro I made. That's really wishful, isn't it? I'm not sure I'm happy with that, to be fair. Oh, it's this one, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's definitely me already. That needs to be changed to be this video's thumbnail. Easy to make. Anyways, yeah, next stream, don't know what I'm doing. I'll find some. Just looking here as well, there's so many other cards. Haven't been done. Yep. There are so many undone cards here. The thing is, that was used. 36, 39 sets of cards unused. So many videos behind I am. 39 sets of unused cards. Anyways, yeah, so let's just do the outro. Let's get this shit over and done with sooner or later. So in the description down below, there's a link to 3 Discord servers. My new one, Oscar server and Henry server. Feel free to join any of the 3. Please note, you need to be 13 or above to join, as per Discord's terms of service. You'll notice that I didn't say my old one. I've pulled the invite link for that now. Made that decision last night. Literally 9 minutes past midnight. Made that decision. Let's pull the old one. So, thank you to anyone who has joined that one. But the era for that one is over. It'll still be like used, but not. It won't say be used as like the face of the channel anymore. That can all migrate to the new one, which, to be fair, is still October 2024. So this could be the servers. Wow. We're nearing the second year. First one did well since June 2021. It's the original Discord server. So it still exists, but it's not going to be promoted anymore. Only the current one will be promoted. You notice I won't say new anymore. It'll just be my Discord server, Oscar server, and Henry server. Yeah, made the decision last night to pull the old one indefinitely. So you'll notice now in the description there is 3 links, not 4. There's also a link to my Insta, my main one, the one that's the server. Free to follow that for eventually more frequent posting on there. It will be eventually more posting. It's kind of not done a lot with that for the last how many weeks? 14th of March, about last month. I'll get back on that soon though, don't worry. It's been a bit more active on my personal one, which of course is not publicly available. So if anyone does request to follow that, it'll be a denied request on my personal one, but of course feel free to follow the main one. But yeah. Feel free to like, subscribe as well. Feel free to like, is tell me if you like what we do here, and subscribe so you never miss the stream or video. And at this point, it should be video. Let's just hope. But yeah, hopefully video does go out. I say progress isn't say fast anymore. In a way. I said videos, as I said before, videos will return. How quickly? I don't know. Will they come back? Yes. Yes. Right. Yeah, I've got nothing more to say. That's gone. So on that note, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And hope to see you all in the next stream or video. Take care all. Hope to see you there. Cheerio.